will continue with Georgia head coach Kirby Smart. Uh, the Bulldogs will host Auburn for a 3:30 Eastern kickoff Saturday on ABC. And Coach, while we wait on any questions, if you could take a moment to comment on your team as you enter the matchup versus Auburn on Saturday.
Coach will be here in just 1 minute.
Okay.
Hey, sorry guys. Just jumping on, just popped on here. Yeah, we're excited about first home SEC game. Great historic rivalry for a lot of years, and it's been really important to us to make sure our players understand this rivalry. And we had a really tough, hard-fought game with these guys last year, and looking forward to getting out and getting to play again.
Coach, your first question will come from Joey Kaufman of the Columbus Dispatch.
Kirby, when Stetson was your quarterback a couple of years ago, he was able to use the extra COVID year of eligibility for his last year. In what ways did that help him and you guys to have a quarterback who was sort of had that extra year of experience with the super senior thing?
Yeah, not just him. We've had other guys use that. I think Xavier Truss is using that COVID year, and it was very beneficial for all those kids. I mean, it's I don't know what length is too long. I know that from the COVID exception made almost a ripple effect through college football, because kids were able to stay longer, whether they stayed at their school or went to another school. But all these coaches were shopping around for older, more experienced players, more mature, better decision maker. I mean, the longer you play football, the better you get at it, especially at those ages. So he was very veteran wise, had played a lot of football, seen a lot of football. So it helped him. It benefits him.
Is it most, I mean, you've had multiple positions with this, but is it most helpful for quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, that position has so much on them that the maturity shows. It's harder to play that position as a freshman. So obviously your fifth year or sixth year, you're going to be much more mature. So yeah, that position probably more than, O-line's that way because it's a developmental position. But those two positions, primarily it helps most.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Mike Griffith with the AJC Dog Nation.
Kirby, NIL related question here. Just kind of wondering about, the payments and how they work. I know that's not necessarily public knowledge, but is it gotten to a point where guys are almost slotted on, whether they're starters or backups, or obviously quarterbacks get more money? Is that starting to shake out a little bit now in terms of, how a locker room, salary structure would be managed?
I don't know, because I don't know other people's numbers. That's the one advantage of the NFL with the salary cap and the information they have. It's probably more slotted there, obviously, and they almost have every position defined. And they have what they call them, franchise tender, and they have tags and things like that. We don't have that much in depth, so I only know how we do it, and it's not perfectly slotted. No, you could say it's, the starters are typically going to get more, and then guys get adjusted based on where they are and where they're playing, and the longer a guy's been there and the more veteran he is and the better he's playing, the more opportunities he has.
And is it just a given that quarterbacks are going to command, that much more just because of their value? And doesn't that make it kind of hard to have any kind of depth in the quarterback room?
Well, it makes it hard, but I think you're always trying to develop players there. So if you pick the right guy to develop, then he's not going to be as expensive as a starter. So you're trying to, bring your guy along. Sometimes in the NFL, in the old world, they came in making way too much. They came in making more. And then when they adjusted with the CBA, it changed things around Stafford's time. We're not as skewed in that room as some people in terms of the backups. It is harder to keep a backup at quarterback, but I don't think it's because of NIL. I think it's just because there's only one quarterback that plays. So when a guy thinks he's not in the pecking order, he leaves instead of developing, and you get a lot of transient quarterbacks, and therefore you get less developed quarterbacks, less ready for the NFL.
Michael Casagrande of AL.com.
Hey, Kirby.
Yes, gotcha.
Okay, yep, sorry. Just going back to Saturday with Ryan Williams. What's it about him and his footwork that makes him unique?
I missed you there. What?
What's it about Ryan Williams and his footwork that makes him unique?
I think it's his ability. I mean, I think it's his speed, his ball skills that make him unique. Not just his footwork. I call it suddenness, twitch, quickness. We always referred to it as initial quickness. He has elite initial quickness, but that's not. I mean, feet are a part of that, but that's not the only part that makes him special. It's a combination of a lot of guys have great ball skills. And sometimes they have great quickness, but they don't have great long speed. When you combine track speed with initial quickness and ball skills, you get a really special player, which he is.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next will be Palmer Toms of Dawgs HQ.
Yeah, Kirby, you talked about a couple of the cornerbacks last night. One who wasn't discussed was Dalen Everett. Just what has impressed you about him in his second season as a starter for y'all?
He's very mature. He's played a lot of football for us. Plays with his back to the ball really well. Been in some big moments in some big games. He's a good tackler. He has to continue to improve. It's really important that he, practices and focuses the right way and continues to grow and get better, because he has a skill set that he can still improve. He's not a finished product yet.
And on the whole, how would you assess how that position group has played for y'all? I know you were talking about trying to live up to Kamari's legacy.
Yeah, I would like to play better. I don't know that we have any position that's played beyond the expectations. I want all of them to play better, and I think we can play better. And I think that's true for every position group we have.
Next will be Anthony Dasher of UGAsports.com.
Hey, Coach, I know you said the other day that Michael was pretty sore after the game the other day. How's he been these first 2 days of practice? And also, it's kind of the same question for Jordan Hall. What all has he been able to do?
Yeah, Jordan's continuing to progress and working hard. I mean, he does indie drills. He takes reps. He's dealing with a little bit of pain there, and he's just trying to get comfortable to tolerate that. I mean, it's a very unique thing where he had both legs, not just one, which that's compounded the issue a little bit for him. Michael's come along nicely. He's still sore. He's going to be sore on it. That's to be understood. It's not when you go play on that and return from that injury. It is you have to deal with some pain and deal with that soreness. And he's done a tremendous job with rehab. And we've done a really good job of trying to help, get him back, get him ahead of schedule each week.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Coach, that's going to wrap you up this week. Thank you.
Thank you.